Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing what I'm calling 4-color Boros. So Boros Synth as a deck has taken to sometimes splashing in Sneaky Snacker via Melded Moxite, which can discard the Sneaky Snacker and then draw 2 cards, allowing you to return it. I guess this player, Gigi Melee, I believe that is how you say it. Well, they took this even further, putting in the gates package. So we have Basilisk Gate as your finisher, Citadel Gate, Cliff Gate, and Sea Gate with some number of basics, 1 island, 2 mountains, 3 plains. Now there can go 4 colors. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 4 colors. We're playing Cryogen, Relic, and Melded Moxite as things to pick up with your core Skyfisher and your Glinthawk. Then you have Sacred Cat as a way to gain life and attack in. Dawnbringer Cleric can snipe things in the graveyard. Journey to Nowhere to kill things like Tolarian Terrors. And then we have Thraben Charms to deal with the graveyard. So this seems to be well-rounded. I'm interested to see how often we discard the Snacker to the Melded Moxite. But we also can just hardcast it with our gates. And then this player has 2 Navigator's Compass in the main deck for ways to gain life. And then the interesting thing is they're playing Galvanic Discharge here. I just don't really understand why. I guess it's about the same as Lightning Bolt and maybe sometimes has upside, so that's what I'm going to go with. In the sideboard we have 4 red blasts for the blue decks, 3 blue blasts for the red decks, Envelop, which can deal with Ponza, also things like the Madness Burn deck, lots of sorceries, potentially even High Tide. Then we have Standard Bearer. This comes in versus Elves, Bogles, maybe even High Tide, with Breath Weapon to clear the board and destroy evil for big creatures and enchantments. I'm excited to try out a weird list. This one 5-0'd, so let's see if we can get it done. I'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We are here in round 1 with just a plains. I'm going to mulligan that. I've got Citadel Gate, Basilisk Gate. This goes blue or white, and then what? I guess blue. I just realized that this is a different Basilisk Gate than I'm used to. Maybe Warhammer? I'm not sure. MSC. So let's keep this and then get rid of, I guess, Sneaky Snacker. Feels like this deck might want some more things to discard. Our opponent plays a Forest and an Arbor Elf. That's bad. Let's lead on Citadel Gate on blue. We have a Thraben Charm, or we have a Journey to Nowhere for the Arbor Elf. They tap on tap. They go Priest of Titania. Okay, now I wish I had red, but I can go Journey to Nowhere on the Priest of Titania. I need a red mana so I can Galvanic Discharge. They're going to tap and untap. They cycle Regenerate. They might just get back the Priest by using the Masked Vandal on the Journey. No, our mana is so bad here. I guess I kept really bad hand. We can play Plains, play out a Sacred Cat, and then go ahead and Thraben Charm, which deals 2 damage to the Priest of Titania. So now I'm just going to be pumping my cat, I guess, attacking for 3. They play a Forest. Red mana would be good to take out maybe the Arbor Elf, but not sure exactly. They're going to plop down a couple more Elves with Birchlord Rangers, Jaspera Sentinel, and another Birchlord Rangers with 1 card in hand. Probably a Distant Melody. They decide to attack in with the Masked Vandal. They have 4 power on the table. Glinthawk does not help me. Let's just power up the cat. I'll attack for 3. They decline to block. What is the giant thing they're going to cast? Timberwatch Elf. We are hoping to just rip a red source. They get in for a large amount. Bonk. I have another cat. Okay. And then Cleric. I think I'm going to exile the Priest of Titania in case we draw another way to deal with the Timberwatch Elf, like another Journey to Nowhere. I feel like I've really thrown this game, but I think this Elves is going to be a bad matchup for me. We're making a bunch of mana, so I'm expecting a Nyxborn Hydra, 5 mana. So if they play out the Avenging Hunter, 6, plays a Genersent, so that now they're not going to attack. Another Basilisk Gate's not very useful. Play out the gate. Pass, I suppose. Best draw for me, probably not close, would be... they have a Quirion Ranger. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and scoop now. Quirion Ranger can double use the Timberwatch Elf. So we want the Standard Bearer. We want the Breath Weapon. Maybe the Destroy Evil. I think... What do we... We definitely don't want the Dawnbringer, I assume. And the Journeys to Nowheres are a bit risky. So we have some removal spells. Maybe the Prismatic Strands can come out. And then we actually could use the Envelop as a way to counterspell their draw spells. But we probably just want to bring in Strands, I suppose. Okay, I'm on the play. I'm looking for the correct lands. Very close. Mulligan. We have Seagate, blue, red, and then we pitch the Sneaky Snacker. Okay. Keep. We'll get rid of the... If I get rid of the Standard Bearer... Actually, I just think that's the correct play, but it doesn't feel good. Blue, red, pass. We Melded Moxite the Snacker, then we pick up the Melded Moxite, but then we Melded Moxite the other Snacker. And then we are looking for removal spells. We find a Destroy Evil. That's solid. Go ahead and discard the Snacker. Snacker returns. We found a removal spell in the Galvanic Discharge. I can go Cliffgate on, what, white? We have a blue land already. Plays a Birchlore Rangers. We have 2 removal spells in hand. Cool thing is we can discharge the Birchlore potentially, and then, like, they go Winding Way. Finding Quirion, Timberwatch, Hydra. Okay, so I know what I'm pointing these things at. We're pointing Galvanic at the Timberwatch and Destroy Evil at the Hydra. We also have a Thraben Charm. Let's Skyfisher, pick up the Melded Moxite, play the Cliffgate on white, and we'll get in for 2. Our opponent now has 8 cards in hand. They play out a Forest. They have 3 mana. They play out the Timberwatch. Now they can tap the Timberwatch plus the Birchlore Rangers or the Jaspera. Play out the Quirion. Tap the other 2 creatures for another Quirion. Quirion, Timberwatch out of the hand. They decline. So I'm going to go for Thraben Charm. Try to kill the Birchlore Rangers. We have the Destroy Evil. Feels like they have a Spell Pierce or something, or a Hydroblast, and I want to be able to use a Galvanic Discharge freely. Now, if it is a Hydroblast that they have in hand, they can't Hydroblast this, then they could float blue, and I'll just let them do that, and then attack, and then Galvanic Discharge on the Timberwatch Elf. Stocking up on 1 extra energy, which is cool. It resolves. We'll discharge. I guess I'll start by attacking. Oh, I suppose that they could use the Jaspera, huh? Alright, well, I'll still have to try to kill it. Let's see if they... So, I think they actually played through this a lot better than I anticipated, because I totally forgot about the Jaspera Sentinel, which can untap, and now Hydroblast. Bummer. Dispel. Okay. Bad news. Cast a Winding Way. Lead the Stampede goes to the graveyard, and another Lead the Stampede. They're going to get a Priest of Titania soon. They play out a Jaspera. They have 1/2 mana. Destroy Evil, not very good taking out the Timberwatch. We have a Basilisk Gate. Let's go Basilisk. Attack in. They just take it. Okay. We'll do red, tap the gate, Moxite. Discarding the Snacker. And then I can Glinthawk. So this is a bit of a risk, right? Maybe I shouldn't do that. So this turn, they can triple pump. I think I'm just going to play the Skyfisher and pick up the Melded Moxite. On the next turn, I can leave back the Snackers, maybe. Don't feel like I'm playing this perfectly at all. This is the problem for the old, what's its face? Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say I'm out of practice with this Boros deck, especially against Elves. We're doing our best. They decline to attack. We have a Compass. Don't think Compass does anything for me here. Play the Moxite. Play the Melded Moxite. I'll discard the Compass. Finding a Thraben Charm. Play the Citadel Gate. On blue, I guess. This is already red, white. Let's go. We have 2 red sources. Go blue, I guess. And attack in with my Sky Fissures. Pew pew. They can tap and untap the Quirion Ranger. They decide not to. You know what's interesting is we could go for Thraben Charm on the Timberwatch Elf, and then if they pump it up, we can destroy Evil it to really blast it. They untap the Priest of Titania. They're going to go big with the Nyxborn Hydra. What's the Nyxborn Hydra on the Quirion Ranger? It's 13 mana. Or 13 power. I think I will 13, 14. Yeah, we're just gonna say okay. Sure. No blocks. It's only gonna be 18 damage if they tap the Timberwatch Elf. We can. Okay. They pump it up. It's 18 damage. Now I can. Should have Thraben Charm in response. It's only +2 power. We're gonna go ahead and kill the Timberwatch. So if I definitely want the Timberwatch Elf dead. Or kill that thing. I got a 2 life. If I attack out, they have to block. Then I will have 1 blocker. So they have to block and block. Then I block that one. They have 1 attacker. Okay. We're gonna start by attacking. Combat math is not my forte. We're gonna try our best. Attacking for 8. They untap. Block. They're gonna take 6 and die. You realize this kills you, right? 6 damage. Okay, you die? They said misclick. I guess they just didn't get there. We did not reveal our secret plan of destroying the Nyxborn Hydra. Let's resubmit. If I'd put the standard bearer on the table, then they couldn't have used any of their elves. So I think I should be more aggressively keeping the standard bearer. Here we have blue, red. We would need another land though. And let's see how many lands we have. 20. Seems like a risk. We're gonna mulligan. This is a bad hand. Okay, we'll keep this one. Put back the Thraben Charm. Put back the Cliff Gate. So we're gonna go Citadel Gate on blue. Turn to Standard Bearer. Gate on blue. Everyone in cycles a generous end. They play a Forest. Priest of Titania. Now they have 3 mana. I'll go ahead and play a Standard Bearer. They play Jasper Sentinel. Birchlore Rangers. They have lots of mana. Plays a Lead the Stampede. They found a Avenging Hunter. Nyxborn. Avenging Hunter's bad. I really need to put the Glinthawk on the table. So I have to go Basilisk Gate, Moxite, discard something. Basilisk Gate. Moxite. We will discard the planes. We'll go Glinthawk. Pick up the Moxite. Pass the turn. They can't use their Timberwatch. I guess if they have a Flag Bearer, the Mass Vandal counts as a Flag Bearer. So I thought I could attack by attacking past this Jasper Sentinel, but I think I can't because of the Avenging Hunter. So that's bad. I mean, the Jasper Sentinel they have 2 Jasper Sentinels, which is not great. They play a Nyxborn Hydra. Now they're going to turtle up behind the Avenging Hunter. Cool. Good times. Let's see. This does put 2+1+ encounters on target creature. So I can kill the Avenging Hunter with the Thraben Charm. Just blast that. Citadel Gate on blue. Pass the turn. Now they have to put the counters. Oh, okay. That didn't work the way that I thought it was going to work. Fair enough. Mostly because it's not choosing casting a spell or activating an ability. It's a triggered ability, I think. That's why. They have a really large amount of mana again. I guess I'm just going to lose to this. Didn't work the way that I thought it was going to work. Should have saved the Thraben Charm. Plays out the Timberwatch Elf. Another Timberwatch Elf. Bajillion Timberwatch Elves. Okay. The Elves are on. Elves are back in town. They get in for 4. So they can't untap their creature. If I have a removal spell, I can kill the Jaspera. We have a Sneaky Snacker. Melded Moxite. We're going to discard the Sneaky Snacker. We draw Destroy Evil. So I can kill the Nyxborn. Kill your Nyxborn Hydra. Seagate on. This is white. And pass. They're going to deal me 5 here. Go to creature. Don't goad my standard bearer. Uncool. That's bad for me. How do I not die? They played a Winding Way. They found Genercent. I'm pretty hosed. I don't know if I can win it all. They have the Masked Vandal now, so they can pump the crud out of the Masked Vandal with the Timberwatch Elves regardless. And what can I do? I can find a Breath Weapon and kill all their creatures. Oh, I can pump up my standard bearer with the Basilisk Gate. I completely forgot that I was playing gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 6/6. I don't like this at all. Let's try a cryogen relic. I mean, when in doubt, just don't try to win the game. My idea here is cryogen relic draws me a breath weapon. I cast the breath weapon. That's my plan. That's my entire plan. They have a navigator's compass. Play Core Skyfisher. Yeah, I can't win this. I'll pick up the relic. Oh, I could have played the Core Skyfisher and repick. What? Okay, so the thing that I missed was Skyfisher pick up and replay Standard Bearer. We're gonna go on to the next one. Round 2 versus Yugi Muto. My understanding is that they're a very powerful player, powerful magic player. Let's go for keeping this. We have the Moxite plus Sneaky Snacker. We can Seagate on white into turn 2 Snacker. We also have Thraben Charms and Compasses. Seagate on white. Do not reveal that I'm not actually Callgate. They play an island. Then they pass. Let's Cliffgate on blue. And attempt a Navigator's Compass. I'm sure that they will Spell Pierce this. No, they Brainstorm. That's unexpected. So we gain some life. Now I have Rainbow Lands. Uh-oh. They're playing High Tide. That's bad. Don't have any answers in the main deck. They find Psychic Puppetry. I did not expect High Tide, but it happens. Moxite. We're going to discard the Sneaky Snacker. We have a Prismatic Strands that doesn't do anything. Citadel Gate on red. Pass the turn. Prepare to die. The only thing that we have here is multiple Thraben Charms to try to get rid of their Stream of Thoughts when it's inconvenient for them. So it looks like I have to go for Mountain and then attack. I should have just... Oh, why didn't I... Okay, so one thing that I've realized that I was missing, a Merchant Scroll. I should put a Seagate on black so I can actually cast the Sneaky Snacker. They preordain after Merchant Scrolling for a High Tide. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to crack the Moxite, make a 2/2. Not the most powerful play, but it is a play. Let's see. I guess I just gate and pump. Attack for 8. Next turn, it'll be attacking for 9. If I find another Basilisk Gate, it could be lethal. The likelihood of them winning here is probably pretty high. They High Tide. They High Tide. They High Tide. Okay, you've got High Tides. 4 cards in hand. They appear. Revealing Ideas Unbound. So they have 4 cards in hand. 2 unknowns, because we know they have Puppetry. They draw 3 cards. That adds a bunch of mana. They have another High Tide. That was a not great draw for them. They Brainstorm. They probably should have Brainstormed before casting the High Tide, so they could have potentially put it back on top. They're already like way ahead on mana. Then they cast Pieces of the Puzzle to clear the So one thing that they've done here is they put the Stream of Thought. Oh, they kept the Stream of Thought in hand. Okay, fair enough. Well played. They've got Ideas, Devil Puppetry. They seem to know what they're doing. I'm just going to go to the next. There's really no reason for me to worry about it. We can go Standard Bearer, get rid of the Strands, get rid of the Discharges, bring in all the Red Blasts, and the Envelops. So 100% of our interaction. What else can I cut? All the Journeys? Is there anything else that would be useful? Looks like no. There we go. Okay. We have Red Blast Envelop. So I guess we lead on. This is good. Keep Cliffgate on blue. Tough decision. I guess blue. We pass the turn. Turn 2, we play the Citadel Gate because we could hard counter something. Citadel Gate is white, right? So white and red. Should I just get a creature on the table? I'm gonna pass. Plays an island. Okay. We have a land. We have a compass. We can play out the Glenhawk, pick up the compass, and then pass. Next turn I can do the same thing. Really want to just counterspell some of their stuff. Pinching them is good. They go Brainstorm. Maybe that's for mana. I'm gonna Red Blast the Brainstorm. Bonk. And they respond with a Disrupt. Okay, I don't really like the Disrupt build, to be honest. I think it's pretty mediocre. But they have definitely gotten me with it here. So what else am I supposed to do? Nothing. We have a Moxite. So, it's Melded Moxite. Discarding the Sacred Cat. Finding Basilisk Gate. Then I guess I just play the Compass. Attack in. Now I have to live in fear of the darn Disrupts. Okay. Another gate. Attack in. Here they have Giga Drowse available, so let's see. How can I increase my clock? If they don't Giga Drowse me, I can Glenhawk the Moxite, discard the Sacred Cat. Pick this up. Because we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or this is +8, so currently 10, 12. Moxite. If they Giga Drowse me, then I'm pretty host. We have a Standard Bearer. That kind of helps. They cast a Pier. Find a High Tide. They Pier again. Finding Psychic Puppetry. So the only thing the Envelop can do is counter their Ideas Unbound. The Cycle of Lorien Revealed. They've used 2 Piers already. They go Pieces of the Puzzle. I think I should just counter that. Counter. Cryogen Relic. Let's cast the Cryogen Relic and see if we can draw anything. Another Envelop. So I play the Sea Gate on red, I guess. We can attack in. We have the Envelop. And then we can either draw a card. They're currently at what? 12. This will be 12. And then we can crack the Moxite for a creature or draw a card. They play out another island. They have 6 islands in play. It's really annoying. So they use the Hidden Strings. We're going to gate, or turn this into an island. Wait, cancel. Uh-oh. Ah, crud. I can't undo. Bummer. I'm gonna die. Crack the Relic. Draw a card. They have to play around Pyroblast here, but they're probably not gonna worry about it. Maybe they untap my lands. They decline to use the ability. I'm going to think hard about this to make them fear for their lives, but the problem is I really wanted this to be blue. High Tide, High Tide. See, if I had the Envelop here, I could have countered the Ideas Unbound that's going to come out of their hand right now. God. Okay. Another misplay, I think, on my part for not looking at my land and seeing what mana I had. Okay, I'm out. We'll see in round 3. Okay. Round 3. We're trying to take down a match. We have to mulligan this. I think this, ooh, we have the potential. Yes, we have the potential. The question is, do I want to get rid of the Melded Moxite or the Basilisk Gate? I have all the card draw in the world. We're gonna draw a card, then draw a card, then draw a card, and draw. So we're probably gonna get lands. I'm gonna put back a Basilisk Gate. Could be wrong. Citadel Gate on white, or white and blue. Pass. I just want to pick up the Cryogen Relic over and over and over. Lotus Petal for the opponent. That means they're probably on Spy. They Soggy Wildling. Roost seeking for a forest. Plays forest, Cerulean Caretaker. We're gonna go straight into slamming a Cryogen Relic. We draw a card. We're looking for Thraben Charms. Is Glyn hawking the cryogen relic or playing a cryogen relic better? Probably playing a cryogen relic. They Winding Way. They've been a Winding Way and a Malevolent Rumble. We found the Thraben Charm, so that's good. Okay, they have Giant Ent in hand. Let's go Cliffgate on white. We'll play out the cryogen relic. I think we have all of our colors. I could be wrong. So now I have double Thraben Charm available, right? No, I just have Thraben Charm. So I can go white, Glinhawk, pick up the relic, play the Citadel Gate, leave up Thraben Charms. Just don't know how close they are to actually going off. Right now they can get a third land out of their deck. They cycle a Generous Ent for another forest. Boom. Plays the forest. If they get enough mana, they can Lotleth Giant from hand. But let's see. They Winding Way. Finds Lead the Stampede in the graveyard. Caretaker, Generous Ent, Gatekeeper, Vine. So it depends if they have another forest. But they can't cast anything this turn. I will make white. Play the Glinhawk. Pick up the Cryo. We draw another card. Cleric. So we can Cleric away the Giant, then they have Giant in hand. Probably worth doing right now. Dawnbringer Cleric. Exile your Giant. And then Citadel Gate on red. Pass the turn. So I don't think this Giant was in the graveyard. I think this one's in their hand. So, let's see. They Gate Creeper Vine. I've got nothing going on. Finds a forest. That's probably their last land, given that they have petals in their deck. Plays another Malevolent Rumble. They find a Masked Vandal. They can Masked Vandal my Cryogen Relic if they want. What did they pick? They picked the Vandal. So one, they played the Gatekeeper Vine from hand, the Caretaker from hand. I think the Generous Ent is gone. No, maybe not. So now I can just start pumping. Basilisk Gate. Pump up the Glinhawk. Attack for 7. We can also crack the Cryogen Relic on end step if they don't have the win. Just holding open the Thraben Charm here, trying not to get Mesmeric Fiended. They play a Mountain. This means that they are playing the list that has Writhing Chrysalis in the deck. We can still attack through the Writhing Chrysalis because of the gates. They play out a Generous Ent. That's fine. Okay, let's crack this Cryo. I guess tap down your Cerulean Gatekeeper. Take down some mana. Draw a card. Citadel Gate is the draw. Let's play Cliffgate on blue. Gate the Glinhawk. Maybe I should just draw cards here. We have blue, white, or red, white, blue. So let's go Cryogen Relic and draw a card. Galvanic Discharge. Alright, I'm going to pass. Maybe it would have been better to attack. Oh, the Discharge can take out a Mesmeric, so they can Mesfiend the Thraben Charm, but then I'll just kill the Mesfiend, so I want to save the Discharge for that. That makes sense. They're going to Masked Vandal. I mean, if they get rid of the Cryogen, I get to draw a card, and then I don't have to pay the mana. So I'll just draw my card, that's fine. They exile the Cryogen Relic. It just doesn't seem like the best use of their time, I guess. They do have a food token. They get in for 5. I think I'm good with that. They currently don't have any reach creatures. So here they're going to play out what? Chrysalis? This Soggy Wildling, which puts them to 16. And then I just discharge that. A3. And this is 7, 14 Exacxes. Alright, I hope that I'm counting correctly. Lay out a gate. Pump it, attack. That is one big Glinhawk. We finally take down a game. All right. Okay, what's next? Envelop handles most of their card draw and stuff. I don't know if Standard Bearer is helpful at all. Don't really need to gain life. The Journey to Nowhere seems a little bit risky. The Destroy Evils seem like they could be helpful. Maybe we don't really need Sacred Cat anymore. I'll submit. Okay, we're here on the draw. I think this keep is fine. We could lead on Basilisk Gate into Navigator's Compass and then play the tap land. I think that's my plan here. Play the compass. I'll go ahead and pass the turn. Now I have the option to Galvanic the Cerulean Caretaker. I can also envelop a draw spell. Work my way up to a Thraben Charm. They have the land grant. I can't do anything about that right now. And they reveal their hand. So they got Fairy Macabre, which is not very helpful. They play a Wall of Roots. They do have a Writhing Chrysalis. Sagu is going to fetch them the mountain. So I don't really think I can do anything here. I think I just want to put some creatures on the table. I play the Citadel Gate on red. Make this a plains. And then I will go ahead and play the Glinthawk. And we will pick up the compass. They play out the mountain. Now they can go tap all these, play the Chrysalis, and then they still have some mana left. Close to just jamming the Spy, to be honest. They play the Writhing Chrysalis. Next turn, they will have enough mana to cast a Spy if they want. They cast Lead the Stampede. I'm sort of mad, sort of disappointed in myself for not leaving up the Envelop then. Because Lead the Stampede would be a good target. They find a ton of amazing stuff. Jeez. We're going to die. Melded Moxite. I don't know that I can win it all here. I think I should concede, to be honest. Let's Moxite. I'm just going to discard the Dawnbringer Cleric. Play the Cliffgate on blue. Pass the turn. They use a land grant, grabbing a forest. I bumped my mic on accident there. They have 6 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it starts with the Chrysalis. Plays Chrysalis number 2. I do not think I can beat this. Maybe actually the Journeys to Nowheres are important because of the darn Chrysalis. They get in for 4. Yep. They can play the Battlement now. They just don't really have black mana. I guess since they don't have black mana, maybe I kill the Caretaker. There's an Overgrown Battlement. I'll play Seagate on white. And discharge the Battlement. And then hope that they can't do anything about that. We'll play out the Compass. One thing I did find in this version of the deck is that it can be pretty tough to actually get your black source. They have double Spy. Okay. Plays the Lotus Petal. Uses Balustrade Spy. So the best case scenario is that they hit just 1 Dread Return. They milled their whole deck. Almost whole deck. One Dread Return. They could get got by this Envelop. I gave them the frowny face in chat, hoping that they will send it. Sometimes you gotta bluff. Go for the Dread Return on Balustrade Spy. Going to go Island here. We're going to just envelop the Dread Return. We still have to survive enough turns to not die. Not sure how I'm going to do that. They're going to get in for 10. I guess no blocks right now. We have Core Skyfisher. Oh, their Swamp is out of their deck. They have no red sources. They can... How many Lotus Petals are in the graveyard? 1, 2... So they have no black sources right now. I think I will Glinthawk. Pick up the Compass. Replay the Compass. Go to 15. And then play Skyfisher. And pick up the Compass. Then I'll pass the turn. They attack for 6. No blocks. Play the Seagate. White, I guess. Play the Compass. We'll go back up to 12. I think I might take this one down. Holding out on blocks. 6, 7. Let's see what happens here. They get in for 6, 7. We can take it. But a 6 life. My son is like obsessed with the 6, 7 thing. It's pretty funny. They have a Masked Vandal. What are you going to target? A Compass? That's fine. We're going to crack the Moxite, make a creature. Robo token. Another Citadel Gate. Play the gates. This is a white gate, so white-red. Let's see what they do. I can shove all my creatures in front of their... They're attacking with everything. I think I'm going to Thraben Charm. the Chrysalis, and then Galvanic Discharge this. Block with the robot. Dang, we win. We take our first match. We are 1-2 on to round 4. We're in round 4 versus PSMF. We have 1 land with the Navigator's Compass. Seems like a mulligan to me. Citadel Gate. Okay, we've got our really fun cryogen relic here, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I will keep and get rid of the Dawnbringer. Hopefully we find something that we can beat. My plan is to play out the cryogen on turn 2 if possible. Opponent is on Goldmire Bridge, so they are looking to hit us with a bunch of discard spells. I'll play Citadel Gate on blue. Now I can play the cryo, draw a card. If they refurb me, I can discard the Sacred Cat, and then the following turn I Glinthawk the cryo back. But they might be on Esper Affinity, and it will be interesting to see who can win that matchup. They refurb the Sacred Cat. Should I just journey this right now? I think so, because I don't want them picking it back up. Get out of here. They could Thraben Charm it and then make me discard again, which would be unfortunate. Plays a Plains. Plays Glaze Fiend. That's different. I'll play the Basilisk Gate and then use blue and the gate to play a Cryogen Relic. Draws me a card. Then I get to Glinthawk, pick up the Cryogen Relic. I think I would journey to nowhere this thing, but we could also hit it with a one of our whatever the removal spell is that does energy. I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. So the Citadel Gate is white blue. We only have white and blue right now. Playing the Sea Gate would allow me to get red online. Just want to ride the value train for a little while, I think. Okay, so I suppose they play the glaze. They play a land, making the Glaze Fiend a 2/3. 3 mana. What costs 3 mana? I guess it's an Enforcer. Enforcer hits the table. They have a 4/5 and a 4/4 right now. Bummer. No blocks, I suppose. You can get rid of the Enforcer with the Journey. There's a Cliff Gate. So Cliff Gate on blue. Get rid of the Enforcer. Or play Cryogen Relic. Oh, tough ask. I think I get rid of the Enforcer. Journey to the Enforcer. And then I put the Sacred Cat on the table. We'll journey the Enforcer. And then we will embalm the Sacred Cat and attack in. On this following turn, I can play the Sea Gate and then attack for 5 lifelinking. And Uro. Sacred Cat is Uro. It is pretty good against their deck if they're just attacking with a 0/1. They don't attack with their 0/1. So let's just go Value Town then. Play out the Cryogen Relic. Draw a card. We find the Galvanic Discharge. So I think I just play the Skyfisher. And we'll pick up the Cryogen Relic and draw a card. Very nice. Play out Citadel Gate on red. Now I'll attack with my Glinthawk. I'm not sure I want to just put the Sacred Cat into the Glaze Fiend if they have something surprising. I want to have that life gain going, but could have been not necessary to worry about that. They have no attacks. So what are they sitting on? Maybe if they're Esper, they have a lot of blue cards in hand. They're sitting on Glinthawk stuff. Okay. They didn't have anything to pick up and put down because I got rid of the refurb previously. Now their Glaze Fiend is a 2/3. I'm going to try and pump up my cat, then attack for 5. Okay, we'll go to 11. I guess I'm sort of taking actions willy-nilly, but I'm enjoying it. I messed up. We have double Galvanic Discharge now. I probably need to Galvanic the Glaze Fiend, and then that'll save some energy, which could help me Galvanic a Mere Enforcer later. They play a Grim Bauble and discharge the Glaze Fiend. So in this specific instance, I do think that Galvanic Discharge is better than Lightning Bolt in this list here. Don't know how it's played out over the entirety of the league so far. It looked to be about the same as Lightning Bolt previously, so maybe if it's just Lightning Bolt with upside. We're not planning on going face with it almost ever. And they're going to go ahead and get rid of my Sacred Cat token. I can use the Melded Moxite to pitch the Sacred Cat, get back a Sacred Cat. They ephemerate the Glinthawk. They're going to pick up the Grim Bauble, replay the Grim Bauble, and then we want to just discharge the Glinthawk to get it off the table so they can't, their ephemerate will go into exile. Discharge. Get rid of your Glinthawk. Moxite. Guess I'm going to discard a land actually. On a cryogen and a sacred cat. I mean, maybe I should have not played the cryogen or the sacred cat first because I could have played the cryogen into a 1-drop. Did not find a 1-drop. Play Seagate on red. Looks like now it's time for me to attack. Turn 7. Slowly making our way. They cannot bring the ephemerate from exile because it has no target, so they cannot cast it for the rebound. So it's exiled forever. And we win the game. We don't have any artifact hate in our sideboard. So I just resubmit. The Destroy Evil can help versus their big creatures maybe, but I think Journey Nowhere is better. Don't know if Dawnbringer Cleric's doing me any favors, so let's get rid of that. Bring in the Destroy Evil. Could also have the Breath Weapon, but I think the Destroy Evil is going to be a bit better. Oh my god, I just put the Dawnbringer Clerics back in the deck. No! It moved positions. There we go. Alrighty. We have like Cliffgate on white, Seagate on white, well, double white, and then I can discharge something, discard Prismatic Strands to their reverbs, and start using Cryogen Relics for value. This is a keep. Our opponent plays out a Goldmire Bridge. So I will go Cliffgate on blue. Next turn, Seagate on white. Citadel Gate on red. Feels like I'm Jeskai. They play out a Novice Inspector. Don't know if I should necessarily Galvanic Discharge that. Play the Citadel Gate on white. No, it already is white. So white, red. Pass. I actually meant to play the Seagate there, but it didn't really seem to matter. Plays out Ancient Den. Olympus. Just gonna take this off the table for now. And then I can Moxite the Strands or Cryo. I think the Cryo has better upside. Maybe I draw into a Sneaky Snacker. They're passing the turn. Let's play Cryogen Relic and draw a card. We find a Sneaky Snacker. So C8 on, this is red, blue, blue, white. This should be white then. I will pass. And we did find the Sneaky Snacker that I was talking about. So I can gate, discard the Snacker, get it back, play the Cryogen Relic. What's my opponent up to? They have 5 artifacts, so their Mirror Enforcer currently they can cast for their 2 mana that they have available. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. Mirror Enforcer will cost 1 here, so they cannot cast it. Find a Basilisk Gate again. Red, Moxite. And I'll discard the Sneaky Snacker. We draw 2 Journey Nowheres. Seems like time to just play out another Cryogen Relic. Your turn. We draw a Plains. Our opponent plays a Vault of Whispers. They Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the Wellspring, which draws them 3 cards, back to 8 cards in hand. Mirror Enforcer will cost 1 mana here. They do play out an Enforcer. They Glinthawk. Glinthawk returns the Lembus. We play a Basilisk Gate. Journey to Nowhere. Get rid of the Mirror Enforcer. I'm going to pump up the Snack. And then slam in. Attacking for 7. I definitely enjoy the inevitability of the Gates package here. I think that's pretty cool. It'd be nice if there was some sort of way to ramp the lands too. I'm just used to having more mana advantage. Opponent attacks for 2. Looks like they have an Akiba Gang Shinobi. Mukotai Ambusher. This is a 3/2 lifelinker. Artifact creature Rat Ninja. Plays the Glinthawk. And then they have to pick up another artifact. They pick up the Ambusher. 8 cards in hand. I don't even know how much that actually costs. Can't see the Mukotai anymore. We're gonna go to cleanup. Discards a Lembus. We have a Melded Moxite. I will Moxite. Discard the Prismatic Strands. We drew a cat. I'm gonna journey your creature. We can also just like use the Moxites as artifacts. They ephemerate. That seems like a... So that was the wrong point to use the ephemerate. They needed to ephemerate with the trigger on the stack targeting the creature. Here, it just made them pick up a land. This is the break moment, but they didn't have it. Ooh, and we don't have, just gonna draw a card then, and attack. I did not have any white sources there to play the cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so no ephemerate for you. You have to replay your land. A Tithing Blade on my snacker. And then they Bajuka Bog the snacker away. Alright. I guess I'm going to put the cat on the table and then make some creatures with the Melded Moxite. Okay, never mind. Doot. Let's Skyfisher. Pick up the cryogen relic. Draw a card. Let's play the cryogen relic. I think both of these can tap for white now. Play Glinhawk. Pick up the cryogen relic. Draw a card. Then we'll play out a Sacred Cat. Play a Citadel Gate on white-red. And pass the turn. So they do have Tithing Blade in their hand. They could like core Skyfisher back up a Bajuka Bog if they wanted. We're just going to pressure them now. That chain there with the cryogen relics refilled my hand very well. They play out a Vault of Whispers. I don't believe that's the card that they had picked up, so I think they still have 1 land and 1 Mokutai Ambusher in hand. Let's see if they have a Grim Bauble or they just play out the... Yeah, I think they have 3 unknowns. Tithing Blade, get rid of the cat. They choose to play the core Skyfisher. They've already played a land for turn. They pick up the Tithing Blade. We'll bring back the cat. Play a relic. Draw a card. Play a Glinhawk. Pick up the relic. Draw a card. Another Moxite. We will play the relic. Just enjoying playing relic over and over and over and over. It's a good time. Go to 8 cards in hand. And we have the Raven Charm. Let's play Gate on white. Play another cat. Your turn. So I think my new plan is to play the Seagate and then play the Moxite, try to clean up their creatures and just try to blast in with 1 final attack. We're putting in place out Olympus. A Scry Bottom. Refurbish Familiar. I guess I'll discard the Prismatic Strands. They pass the turn. So we can just attack Rebellion. Gate the cat. Maybe they have a cast down. Suppose I should have gated the cat that can come back first then. Gate this cat. I'll gate the Glinhawk. And attack. Our opponent sacrifices all their creatures as chumpers. Unless they have something. Seems like they don't, so we're going to gain 18 life. They ephemerate the Skyfisher. Okay, so that means that they can pick up the Refurbished. They're going to take no damage. They'll lose 1 creature. We'll gain 9 life. The ephemerate will happen again. Just going to F6. They will ephemerate the Skyfisher. Then they can maybe pick up the Limbus. They play a Plains. Plays the Limbus. They play the Refurb. I'll just get rid of a land. Getting rid of the Seagate because now I can double or triple pump plus kill something. I'll get rid of the Sacred Cat to the Tithing Blade. They play Grim Bauble that can kill another Sacred Cat. So we can Journey plus Thraben and then double pump. They killed the Glinhawk. They have Mokutai and 1 unknown. I'll play the Journey to Nowhere because I can respond with the Thraben Charm at instant speed. Get rid of your Skyfisher. And then I can just triple pump everything. Pump the cat. Oh no, I don't have enough, huh? Okay. Pump this thing. Thraben Charm. Blast the Refurb. Ah, bummer. Don't have the ability to do that. Okay. Moxite. Discard the Plains. I miscounted. We'll just attack for 21 and then they have to chump the 10 power creature. No big deal. They take 12. They go to 2. Sort of surprising that they blocked the 9 power creature. And they just kill every creature I have. They play a Skyfisher. That's a good start. Then they can pick up the Grim Bauble and take out a 2/2. Picked up the Grim Bauble. They're going to Bauble, killing the Glinhawk. We still have all these Melded Moxites, which can kill things. They draw off of a clue token. And they concede. So we took the game 2-0. It was a long one, but we'll see you in round 5. Here we are in round 5. No, we can't keep on one land, which is a Basilisk Gate. This is Moxite Snacker plus discards. And all right, let's keep this. Do I want to get rid of the Journey or the Sacred Cat? I think I will get rid of the Sacred Cat. I'll play Cliffgate on white. Uh-oh. Cat would have been really good here. Citadel Gate on blue. I have to play this other Citadel Gate on black, I guess, if I want to cast a Snacker. Our opponent plays Reach Through Mists. No, bummer for me. Another High Tide player. They might just fizzle. They Merchant Scroll. This deck is not going to be very good against a High Tide combo. They find Puppetry. We Moxite. Discard the Sneaky Snacker. Citadel Gate. We'll go blue. I don't know. Blue? They're going for it. They went High Tide, High Tide. So this turn 3 combo was completely not necessary, but they do have triple High Tide in hand. And what's your next play? I'll just have to let them play it out. They peer through depths. They have 3 cards in hand. 2 of them are unknowns. They find an Ideas Unbound. So this Ideas Unbound is going to be +1 mana. They have double Puppetry. Gross. Okay. They're doing the thing. Yeah, I'm not interested in watching, but I'll let them run it out. Alright, well, they had a lot of things going on, so we're just going to concede. Bring in the Standard Bearers, the Red Blasts, the Envelops. Get rid of Strands and Dawnbringer, Journey to Nowhere. Get rid of the Galvanic Discharges. And we're down to 7 cards, or 57. So the only thing I can bring in are maybe the Dawnbringer Clerics. And then I guess something like Prismatic Strands. Just as something to discard. It is pretty boring. Okay, we have a creature. We have a couple of creatures. So it seems fine. They mulligan is 6. We'll lead on a Compass and pass the turn. On turn 1 Brainstorm. I think I just have to I'll go Glenhawk. Return the Compass, play the Compass, pass the turn. Now the next turn we can go Sacred Cat and start holding up our interaction. We couldn't counter the Merchant Scroll. I don't know if that's really where I need to fight anyway. They find a Puppetry. We have Standard Bearer. Play the Standard Bearer. Attack in. So they need double Puppetry to get past the Standard Bearer. Although they did have Snap in their deck. They're passing the turn. Just staring blankly. They're trying to cast a spell. It says one of the targets must be a creature of the appropriate creature type. I don't understand. In my upkeep, they're trying to do something. Seems like they're going for a Giga Drowse. So they can't Giga Drowse right now. Let's go play the Mountain. Play this Sacred Cat. If they Giga Drowse, they have to target the Standard Bearer. And then they can replicate targeting the other lands. Cast Peer. Sure. Finding Ideas Unbound. We will attack for 3. Our opponent plays Preordain. I don't think I counter that. We need to play the Cliffgate on blue so I can have more blue sources. Plays out an island. Cliffgate on blue. I'll attack for 4. We're at 27, our opponent's at 11. Interesting. So they Giga Drowse. They should target the Compass here. They targeted the red sources. Alright. Going to make my Basilisk Gate an island. In response. That's kind of neat. Now I can make lots of blue mana. They hardcast a Reach Through Mist for 1 mana. Makes sense. I was a little confused as to what they were targeting. They currently have 3, 4, 5 mana. Casting Flood of Recollection. On High Tide. Okay. I don't think you can get there. They're just passing. Alright. We have a Sneaky Snacker. Let's Cliffgate on black then. Gate the Cat. This is 7 damage coming in. They just don't know how to beat the Standard Bearer, it seems. Plays High Tide again. We're back where we were. They have 4 mana. They're going to cast Ideas Unbound. Untap their land. I really should counter that. but I decided not to because this is negative mana for them. And then if I can punk them on the next spell, then they'll have to be discarding the hand size, and then they'll be out of a lot of mana. Hopefully they just cast another Ideas Unbound. Snap on that. Fine, that sucks. Bummer for me. Should have countered the Ideas Unbound. They have, what, 2 puppetries and 3 unknowns. And then we're going to go for Envelop. Doink. Cast Peer in response. Ideas Unbound is countered. They revealed a High Tide. They cast a High Tide. So they have double puppetry and 1 unknown. Their unknown has to be pretty good. It was. They cast Ideas Unbound. Another High Tide. Merchant Scroll. So they could probably grab a Peer. They cast Peer through Depths. Finding a Preordain. They currently have 6 mana, but they can go mana positive if they use the puppetries. The nice thing is the Preordain kind of went top bottom. Brainstorm, just hoping that they whiff. They make 6 mana. They Merchant Scroll for another Peer. So that cleared the Brainstorm. And they're kind of just spinning their wheels right now, not getting too far. The Peer does get they reach, which goes much higher on mana. And now they can Peer. Just wish my opponent could take actions a little faster. Yep, you're peering through Depths. 1 unknown in hand right now. Reveals Petals of Insight. So that doesn't work. 5, 6, 7 goes to 14. Do you have enough to go infinite in mana? I don't think so. Oh, it's +1 mana every time. 14, 15. Okay. Well, so theoretically here they have infinite mana. Surprised? 5. They had 3 High Tides going. Oh, that's why. I thought they only had 2 going. +1 mana. Alright. So our opponent can make infinite mana over a very, very long period of time and then win the game. I think their build is suboptimal, but definitely very good against 4-color Boros. We'll see you in the next video.